Well, Democrats have attempted to take America's birthday and twist it into another opportunity to express their wokeness. We're going to break it down with our panel, the Common Sense Cowboy, Patrick Dornson, and former executive director of Black Voices for Trump, Harrison Floyd. Welcome to both of you. Harrison, I want to go to you first. I want to begin with talking about this tweet that was put out. We just talked to Eric about this from Representative Cori Bush. Take a look at this. When they say that the 4th of July is about American freedom, remember this. The freedom they're referring to is for white people. This land is stolen land, and black people still aren't free. I mean, what the heck is she talking about?
I don't know what she's talking about because I'm black and I sure feel pretty free. And I certainly enjoy my freedom in this great country. And I think it's pretty ironic, and I really don't understand it because for 8 years previously, underneath the black president, Barack Obama, this wasn't an issue. We didn't have people kneeling for the flag, burning the flag, turning their backs to the flag during the Olympics. So I don't know where she's going with this, but I would like to ask the Congresswoman and figure out if she does think this is a problem, what does she intend to do about it?
Right.
I called her office. I didn't get an answer. And so, if this country isn't free, how did she become a congresswoman? Is she admitting that she's just a token? I don't get it.
Yeah, well, the irony is that she's literally in a position to change the law, and all she does is complain about it and doesn't propose anything except for crazy stuff like the Green New Deal. Patrick, they recently said fireworks are apparently racist. I want to pull up a tweet by National Geographic. All right, it says, scientists found that vulnerable people in communities of color are disproportionately exposed to air pollution from fireworks celebrations. I mean, what the heck is going on with this?
Well, you got to look at the whole picture. And this is just one little incident, just like Cori Bush's was one little incident. Look, I started out in college back in the early 70s when all this wokeness began. And what happened was it was a Vietnam era, and you had a bunch of leftist professors who decided to plant the seeds of socialism in the minds of baby boomer college students who were kind of anti-war and anti-government and anti-America already. So that's exactly what they did. And these baby boomers then figured out how to take control of America. Number one, they became tenured college professors so they could fill the mushy minds of a couple generations of kids with all this poison. Next, they got into the bureaucracies of government at all levels, knowing that's where the real power is. Next, they took over the media and made it a propaganda arm for the Democratic Party. They took over Hollywood, they took over television, and they now even have taken over corporate America, and the military, who the anti-war baby boomers used to hate, are somehow their best friends now, and so is the CIA. All this time, conservatives had been asleep at the switch, being in think tanks, writing stupid papers, while the working men and women of this country got sold out by not only the Democrats, but also got sold out by the Beltway Republicans.
Yeah, I mean, hashtag nailed it. Harrison, this is another one. Vanessa Williams, over the weekend, she sang the Black National Anthem at the Capitol 4th event. And the network, obviously now facing a lot of backlash, but it's like, it's one of these things like this was allegedly the party of unity and stuff like that. And, America is unique in the sense that every country, every major empire, country, establishment has had some form of something they'd like to correct. Something for us, we'd love to be able to wipe slavery off the face of the fact that it ever happened. However, you can't do that. All you can do is learn from the past. So, we want to bring unity. That's what the American flag stands for. And the national anthem, it sings that. However, now they want to bring the Black National Anthem, which is further dividing our nation based on skin color. So I ask you, Harrison, how is this helping?
I don't think it's helping at all. I think you hit the nail on the head. We're one nation under God. And I think this also speaks to what Patrick mentioned a little bit before about how the conservative party, the GOP, has a real problem when it comes to addressing race and the issue. What does playing the Black National Anthem really do? What does it hurt? It doesn't hurt anybody, but it certainly hurts Republicans when folks go on and say we shouldn't do this because then it makes you look racist. It hurts Republicans when they say we shouldn't have Juneteenth as a federal holiday because it makes us look racist. So the GOP needs to do a much better job of addressing this because if we don't, we're going to have a really big issue when it comes to winning in 2022 and 2024, and we're going to have a lot more to worry about than just critical race theory in our education systems. This is something we really got to hit on. We got to stop falling for the bait. This is something that we really were successful with. The Trump campaign with Black Voices for Trump and the coalition. The Trump campaign was able to, pull out more votes, non-white votes for any Republican. The GOP couldn't win those 2 Senate seats down in Georgia, which is a predominantly 30% of the population is Black. So we really have to address this.
Right. Well, Patrick, Harrison actually brought up a great point where maybe that plays into the Democratic narrative where they say, hey, when Republicans come out and say, look, let's stop with the white, black, blue, green, whatever, the individual piles of people. Let's just be one America. How do we bring that message back? I got about 30 seconds left.
Well, first of all, I think we have to remember something. The Republican Party, if they're smart, which I kind of doubt sometimes, they should understand they're the party of the working man and women of this country. And I mean every color, every creed, every religion. I don't care what it is. We're all together. And the people running this country are the elitists. And the elitists have a whole bunch of different colors. And we better start remembering in this country what the great Republican president, the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln said, a house divided against itself cannot stand. We better get our act together, and conservatives better get ready for a fight.
Well said. I can't say anything else. Patrick Harrison, we appreciate you joining us.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.